Hi, all the signs of the zodiac. I'm Pam, the Lucky Mermaid, psychic seer and modern mystic, bringing you psychic predictions and messages from my spirit guides for this full moon in Leo, February 5th, 2023, psychic crystal reading for each of the four elements: earth, water, fire, and air. The earth signs are Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo. The water signs are Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. The fire signs are Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. And the air signs are Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. I highly recommend if you can watch the entire video because it might be more helpful, since this full moon in Leo is not just going to affect your sun sign. So if you know the elements that correspond to your rising sign and moon sign, you may want to watch those as well. Remember, sometimes your rising sign and your moon sign will resonate more for you than your sun sign. And if you're born on the cusp of your sign, some months your psychic predictions and messages are coming to you from there. So you might want to check that out. This recording will be for all of those four elements. But first, I'm going to look into a little astrology information before I get to the psychic crystal part of the reading. This full moon in Leo on February 5th, 2023, opposes the sun in Aquarius. Leo and Aquarius deal with opposing energies. Leo is connected to individual and more personal qualities, whereas Aquarians are linked to the collective and impersonal traits. The full moon in Leo may make us feel more connected to our sense of self and our passions, especially in the area of love, romance, and pleasure of the senses. The Aquarius sun will lead us toward groups, teamwork, friendships, detachment, and neutrality. The full moon in Leo will inspire us to prefer being separate and independent. While Aquarius sun can also help us value those traits as well, but we will lean towards joining forces with others and group dynamics. This Leo full moon will highlight and expose this dichotomy in us. We may feel quite emotional, and the need to work out and release things we have pent up inside of us will feel like we need to do that. However, it's wise to be cautious while expressing ourselves, as it may not be well thought out and well reasoned yet. This could lead us to appear irrational. This full moon is in a square with Uranus, which can add unexpected and sudden dynamics to our emotional expression, which could seem defiant, turbulent, hasty, and blunt to others. These energies will be the strongest the days around the full moon in Leo, but these energies can last for 2 weeks and even up to 30 days. Now on to the psychic crystal reading for this Leo full moon. First, I'm starting with the element of earth. This is Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo. You may find, earth signs, that you have a lot of unbridled passion and desire that kicks up in you over the next 2 weeks to 30 days. You could also feel issues of jealousy and anger could kick up now as well. And possessiveness. Some of you earth signs may find over the next 30 days, like, you may feel like you have to assimilate to change. There could be some things changing in your life right now, and you may feel like you have to assimilate to that change. Some of you earth signs may also feel like now is the time to tie something down, nail something down. It could be a love relationship. Maybe you want to get engaged, or it could be something else, like you want to build something, or you want to sign a contract to do something. And so you may want to nail that down over the next 2 weeks and up to 30 days. Some of you earth signs are going to reap the benefits of somebody believing in you. And they could cast you in a new position, a promotion, a role in something, give you like positive feedback or recommendation. I feel that some of you earth signs really are adjusting to some kind of lifestyle change. Your change in schedule could happen, change in routine, change in environment, and you're adjusting to it. And it's like, that may sound unsettling, but I get that you're going to find hidden treasures and blessings and benefits in these adjusting to these changes. Some of you earth signs will be graduating and leaving something behind. You could be graduating a program, a course. It could be graduating a grade, graduating from school, or even maybe even graduating spiritually. Your consciousness, you could be elevating your consciousness, and you could be graduating that way. Be very careful. A caution for you is you may be prone to exaggeration. This could be exaggerating when you're telling a story, or when you're explaining something, or if you're upset, you could exaggerate. Be very careful also. You may have the tendency over the next 2 weeks to 30 days to make promises you can't really keep. Another caution for the earth signs is that you could be undermining somebody, or somebody could be undermining you somehow. So be careful or be cautious of that possibility. I feel like this full moon in Leo for the earth signs is generally giving you some kind of like giant leap forward. So I hope those messages were of help to you, and I hope they made sense. Now on to the element of water. This is Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. Some of you water signs will feel very inspired to take big chances and big risks over the next 2 weeks and up to 30 days. You may also feel challenged by other people, and therefore you may be in a position where you have to stand your ground. You may find some things come to an abrupt halt, and you may see some things come falling down. Now, this could be like something going on at a job, and everybody, like, it comes to a halt, and a lot of people get fired, or people want to quit, or it could be some project that's going on in your house, could be drywall, could be stuff in the ceiling, and they're working on something, and then it has to come to a halt, and then all this debris comes falling down. It could be metaphorically or literally. This full moon in Leo is going to inspire some of you water signs to size up your competition, whether that be in love relationships, at work, or in your business, or in some other sense, maybe even in sports or team events. If you have to compete in anything, it doesn't even matter what it is. I feel you water signs are likely to win. You could have somebody that offers you a position, or you could get some kind of prize. You also could have romantic adventures that turn out to be really fun, exciting, and fulfilling for some of you water signs. You may notice, water signs, that a lot of people around you could be frustrated by things going on and exasperated. I get exasperated and frustrated. I don't know that it's going to be you, or you could be included in that, but it's going to be people around you. Some of you water signs are going to stumble across some kind of information that is going to be very sensitive, and you may have to think very carefully whether you want to share that with others, expose it, or let it out. You're going to have to think about it very carefully. And for some of you water signs, your desires could outweigh your senses. So you could be attracted to somebody or want to have sex with somebody or whatever, and the desire is so strong, you may not be well reasoning about what repercussions could be after the fact, what you're going to have to contend with and deal with after the fact. A theme for the water signs in general is pragmatism is your best option. So being pragmatic about what you need to do, regardless of what area it's in, will be a good way to deal with things from the energies of this full moon in Leo. So I hope those messages were of help to you. Now on to the element of fire. This is Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. To get more psychic messages and predictions from my spirit guides, please check the description box below this video for the links for my most recent videos for Vimeo. I look into very specific topics using a variety of divination tools to bring you more accurate predictions for your astrological signs. These links and descriptions are also available on the videos page of my website, www.theluckymermaid.com. Thank you. You may feel like you want more, fire signs. You may also feel like things aren't happening fast enough for you over the next 2 weeks to 30 days. Some of you are going to have to reassess and reevaluate your situation. That could be your living situation. It could be your house, your or apartment, your home life. It could also be your love life. It could be your whole entire situation, even maybe financially. Some of you fire signs are going to have a lot of grandiose ideas and plans that are going to, be in your mind, that you're going to feel like you want to get started on over the next 2 weeks and up to 30 days. You're not going to mince words with people. Fire signs, you're going to be kind of blunt and direct. Some of you fire signs are going to start to notice that you're having an accumulation of wealth and abundance in your life over the next 2 weeks and up to 30 days. Some of you fire signs complete some kind of deal that's going to really accelerate and improve your life. It could be a deal to work for somebody. It could be a deal you make in business. I don't know, but you make some kind of big deal that brings a lot of growth and expansion and accelerates things in your life. Some of you fire signs will find yourself presented with a new romantic partner. They could have already been in your life, maybe as a friend, and now they turn into a love partner, or it could be somebody you just happened to meet, and it's like, this looks like it could be something romantically. If you have to give any speeches or presentations or auditions. You have to be very careful, or videos, or, monologues, speeches. Like I said, you could find yourself stumbling over your words. So pace yourself and take your time. Some of you fire signs, your caution or warning here is you could feel over the next 2 weeks or up to 30 days, you could feel unwanted or unloved. But I feel if you feel that way, it's an extremely temporary condition and it's going to turn on a dime. Some of you fire signs need to be careful that you don't let your ego get in the way of better judgment. The overall theme for the fire signs from this full moon in Leo is overall calculated risks and chances that you take are your best friend over the next 2 weeks and up to 30 days. So I hope those messages were of help to you. Now on to the element of air. This is Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. I feel that the air signs are going to be inspired by this full moon in Leo to make big decisions over the next 2 weeks and up to 30 days. Some of you air signs may feel like you want to prove yourself and strut your stuff. Show people what you got, what you know, your knowledge, your talent, your expertise. You could have some big ideas and grandiose ideas that you may feel like you want to get support from other people, where they get on board with what you're doing and get behind you. Like you may want to start groups or clubs, groups, organizations, foundations, charities, things of that nature. You may also find yourself deciding to do things differently than you normally would. Like you could feel like, your normal routines, your normal schedule, your daily activities and all that stuff. You could feel like this, it could last 2 weeks and up to 30 days, but some of you air signs may change it and then continue on with that. Some of you air signs are going to find yourself in a new position of power. This could be at your job. It could be if you own your own business, maybe even in a family or group or club, group or organization situation. You could find that you have more power over the next 2 weeks and up to 30 days. Some of you could cash in on some big advance, like you could get, I hear cashing in, and then I get big advance. Now you could be cashing in because you get a raise, a bonus. It could be an inheritance, a gift of cash, but you could be cashing in, liquidating some assets because you want to do something with it. Like invest in a business or go on a trip or upgrade your house or buy a new house. I feel like you're going to be very inspired to make lists and prioritize things of what needs to be done or taken care of, or what's in the most like utmost importance to you. You could somebody could really shower you with love or like gifts or love in some way. Valentine's Day is this month. Maybe it's due to that. Some of the air signs need to really put the brakes on your spending. You have the chance that you could be spending too much money in February. Some of you air signs need to really get a grip on that you could be frittering some time away. You could be wasting time on doing things that aren't important. Maybe you're watching too much TV, or you're spending too much time on your phone, or you're on social media too much, or I don't know, frittering your time away doing some things that are unimportant in some manner. You got to be careful too. This is going to sound like a weird message. Air signs, you could think that you're being very gregarious, outgoing, and friendly. But there could be people that could react weirdly to that. And you may get like a surprise. Like you may feel like I'm really outgoing and friendly and I'm chatting everybody up and everything's going great. And then you could have some people that say, you know, they don't agree with what you're doing, or they could be insulting to you, or they could be telling you you're talking too much. You know, I don't know, but, you know, even though I don't want to tell you, don't be outgoing and friendly. I'm not saying that, but when you find yourself being like real bubbly and chatty and talkative, remember this message in the back of your head, because there could be somebody, or maybe more than one person, that wants to rain on your parade there. This is a time for the air signs. The theme is to follow your dreams and goals. This is a time where they're ripe, where they're getting ripe. So make sure you're following your dreams and goals over the next 2 weeks and up to 30 days. So I hope these messages were of help to you, and I hope they made sense. As always, thank you so very much for watching. I do truly appreciate it. And please like, share, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell when you do subscribe. That way you'll get notified when I upload my videos here to YouTube. And if you would like to get any of the special video series I record for my Vimeo videos on demand videos, you can access those videos, the most recently recorded videos, by clicking on the links down below listed in the Show More section, or you can go to my website at theluckymermaid.com on the videos page, and you can see all the different video series I've used, what divination tools I've used, how long the predictions go out for, and whatever, you know, you feel drawn to, you click on whatever zodiac sign you want under that heading, and that link will take you to that video on Vimeo. So I'm going to name a few of the video series I have recently recorded. First of all, my psychic crystal readings for the month of February 2023 for each sign of the zodiac. That link is down below in the description box and on my website. I cover so many different things in those crystal readings. They are like an expansion or a continuation to the psychic tarot readings I do at the beginning of the month. You could get your sun sign, your rising sign, or your moon sign, whatever resonates for you on YouTube. I recommend that's what you get on Vimeo. I do have people ask me that quite a bit, so I want to make that clear here. Also, if you want to see what's going on in the area of love and romance for you this year, my big love readings for 2023 for singles and couples are available. And there was a lot of interesting predictions and messages there. I've gotten a lot of positive feedback about those videos, so you might want to check those out. The first half of the video is the single people of your sign. The second half of the video is the coupled people of your sign. But I highly recommend you watch the entire video, because in some cases there will be crossover where some of the messages in one apply to the other and vice versa. Also, my New Year 2023 psychic tarot readings for each sign of the zodiac are available on Vimeo. There are 16 cards in those readings, so if you haven't seen what's coming up for you in 2023 yet, you may want to check those out. And also this year I did another series for the new year. I haven't done that before, but people asked me about if I would ever do that. So this year I did psychic crystal readings for each sign of the zodiac for 2023. I am getting really good feedback about that. People really, really like the crystal readings. I cover every category I can think of in those crystal readings, so you may want to check that out. Don't forget, you're still being affected by the eclipses that we had in the end of October and also in the beginning of November. And I did a video series for both of those eclipses. And the predictions, usually eclipses last 6 months. Those predictions in those videos went out way beyond the 6 months, at least 3 or 4 months past. So the first video series is the eclipse effects from the solar eclipse in Scorpio, October 25th, 2022, for each sign of the zodiac. That's tarot, crystal, and oracle cards are used in those videos. I did the exact same format for the full moon lunar eclipse in Taurus, November 8th, 2022, psychic tarot, crystal, and oracle card readings. Also, I have my horseshoe tarot spread, 7-card spread. Those predictions started in 2022. They go through for quite a while in 2023. The horseshoe tarot spreads, even though I'm not quite sure why, maybe because there's 7 cards in it, they always do very well. People are usually jump on those. So if you haven't gotten the horseshoe tarot spread reading yet, you might want to. And also, I did a special video series for the Mars retrograde psychic tarot scopes for 2022-2023 for each zodiac sign. Mars did go direct on January 12th, 2023. However, we're in the shadow period, the post-shadow period of that Mars retrograde all the way until mid-March. So those predictions have not completely played out yet. So if you haven't gotten the Mars retrograde psychic tarot scopes, you may want to do that. Also, if you would like to see more psychic predictions and messages from my spirit guides channeled through me that you're not going to see here in a video format, you can follow me on my social media pages at the Lucky Mermaid LLC on Facebook, and also the Lucky Mermaid _ Pam Georgel on Instagram. And also I post them on my YouTube community page as well. I pull tarot cards, oracle cards, occasionally I do the crystal, and I write out 5 paragraphs of messages and predictions for you. Many people find they resonate with them. You may also find they resonate with you. I hope you'll check them out. I'd love to see you on my social media pages. And if you would like to donate to my channel and help support the readings I do here on YouTube, I have a donation link down below in the description box. It's connected to PayPal. Thank you so very much to those of you who have been very kind and generous and donated to my channel. It does mean a lot to me and it does help me a lot. So thank you so much for that. So I hope all the signs of the zodiac out there have absolutely lovely energy from this full moon in Leo, February 5th, 2023, and know that I wish you many blessings and peace.